So meet 102-year-old Dr. Scharffenberg, Harvard-trained physician, nutrition, and longevity expert. And he has 7 keys to a long life. And this information, deep divers, I'm going to share with you is truly going to help you become your greatest version and blow your mind at the same time. I want all of you right now to hit that like button if you support the real. Hit that like button if you support the real and you're ready to live a healthier life, because we got a whole lot to talk about. Let's go. Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. Deep divers, I woke up like this, all magical and fly, just whoa, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Raising the frequency. I feel so much better now. Raising the vibration. I feel so much better now. Deep divers sending you all tons of good ass energy. Take that, take that, take that. The cat down the road said you feel a whole lot better now. And look, if you haven't already, deep divers, make sure you join the YouTube membership for all new videos that are going to help you become your greatest version. Click join below this video and join the new Ralph Smart Patreon page for all new exclusive content that's going to help you become your greatest version. Patreon.com/Ralph Smart Deep Divers. Click the link down below and be inspired and go and get the brand new book, Feel Alive 2. Unlock Your Infinite Power by Ralph Smart. Their secret recipe to becoming your greatest version is now available on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the-book. Deep divers, the Bible of becoming your greatest version. Click the link down below already, deep divers. So let's talk about a great story. This doctor is 102 years old right now, and he's doing public speaking engagements. And he is a nutrition professor, and he's talking about 7 keys to a long life, okay? 7 keys to a long life. And I came across this story, deep divers, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I've got to share this with you, deep divers, because so many people are after health advice so they can have a healthier lifestyle. And this guy, this man, this doctor has inspirational words for you, okay? But first, deep divers, if you are watching this video, this is your confirmation. Something magical is coming your way. If you're ready for that, just say thank you. Thank you. Who said that? And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? So let's talk about Dr. John Scharffenberg, Harvard-trained nutrition, physician, and longevity expert. Let's talk about his 7 keys to a long life, okay? So I always tell you, deep divers, health is wealth. Health is wealth. The reason why I'm living my best life is because I realize that all I have is my health. Once that's gone, deep divers, what else do you have, right? And shout out to Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi, my food mentor, changed my entire life, okay? And then I stumbled across Dr. John Scharffenberg, okay? And he has some great information. So let me play you this video, deep divers, and we're going to talk about the 7 keys to a long life according to Dr. John Scharffenberg. Okay, take a listen to this, deep divers.
Thank you, everybody. I'm so happy to be here and tell you something that's just happened in my lifetime. I never expected it to happen in my lifetime. We now know the major cause of disease and death in all industrialized countries is cardiovascular disease that can be prevented with proper lifestyle without any medicine. We just have to avoid 7 lifestyle risk factors. Everybody asks, do you drive a car still? Of course I drive a car. I got a red Toyota Prius. But the 7 risk factors you should know about. Number 1 is tobacco. We've known that for a long time now. 1964 Surgeon General's report. Everybody knows not to smoke.
Everybody knows not to smoke, right? Because smoking is not good for your health at all, right? And it's amazing because once I started to do the research on this, you realize that globally, 8 million people die every single year from smoking. That's a lot of people. 1.3 is by secondhand smoke. So you got to remind yourself, deep divers, smoking is crazy. The amount of lives it takes from people is a lot. And if you are someone who smokes, my advice to you is find a way to stop. Because once you do, your whole entire health is going to improve for the better, okay? What is the second key to a long life by Dr. John Scharffenberg? Take a listen to this, deep divers.
Women should know about this particularly because it has to do with breast cancer, alcohol. Now, we used to say 2 drinks a day for men, 1 for women was probably safe. But Max Griswold, a doctor at the University of Washington, did a big study, the biggest ever done, on 195 countries around the world. He's a social drinker. He wanted to know how much is safe to drink. He got the answer, 0. Any little bit of alcohol you take increases your risk of dying from something. He says he has to review his lifestyle now too.
And I don't drink, but this is fascinating because a lot of people do. And once you start drinking, it is hard to stop, but it's also deteriorating your health at the same time. And in my mind, I always say everything in moderation. I love grapes, right? I don't drink wine, but there are studies which show that a glass of wine can actually help heart health. But according to Dr. John Scharffenberg, 0 alcohol is the best way to go. How do you feel about that, deep divers? I don't drink, so I've noticed that I'm always feeling healthy. I don't have a hangover, right? So what is the third key to a long life by Dr. John Scharffenberg? Okay, take a listen to this.
The next one is inactivity, lack of exercise. We need to exercise every day. That's very important. I have outlived my 2 brothers, 13, 14 years, 17 years. They're already passed away. And every year that's going to increase another year. And I'm not going to die next year. So it's going to keep going up. But exercise is extremely important. I had a lady who helped me with the PowerPoint lectures. She was a graphic artist. She did it for a living, for advertising purposes. She did a lot of work for me, but she was kind of big. I mean, big. I said to her one day, you know, I've got to talk to you about your weight. I'm a preventive medicine doctor. I must talk to you. Her face fell. I said, do you want the bad news first or the good news first? She says, tell me the bad news first. You should understand that overweight increases the risk of dying from almost every disease we know. But now let me give you the good news. Even though you are obese, if you exercise every day, you will live longer than the woman who's normal weight who doesn't exercise.
So number 3, deep divers, is exercise. Are you getting enough exercise? Because according to Dr. John Scharffenberg, this is a key to a long life, right? And I'm always exercising, deep divers, with a cat down the road, doing a little samba baby, raising the frequency. And if you are someone who finds it hard to exercise, I always say, go for a mental health walk. Just go for a long walk. And that's a form of exercise. That's a form of exercise. Do some star jumps with a cat down the road, because you need to keep this body active, right? And this is going to contribute to a healthier lifestyle for you, okay? What is the 4th key to a longer life? By Dr. John Scharffenberg, okay? Let's play the clip, deep divers. Number 4. Let's go.
Exercise is extremely important. The next risk factor, overweight. We already mentioned a little bit about overweight, okay? We need to figure out why people are getting so fat. We have a new idea. They're addicted. So we can divide the overweight people into different categories now. Some are psychologically affected. They crave something psychologically. Other people, they have a real addiction because they're making opiates in the body. We need to differentiate these two and treat them in a different manner, okay?
So not being obese, right? Not being obese is huge, right? And once you can really stay in shape every single day through exercising, through watching the foods you're eating, and monitoring your weight and making sure that you feel good inside, you feel healthy, right? Because a lot of people who are obese, once again, cardiovascular diseases increase, the chances of you getting that increase, cancer, the chances of you getting that also increase, right? So that makes a lot of sense. What is number 5? Deep divers, let's go.
The next big risk factor was a problem with too much meat and too much sugar. Now sugar, for the first time, we've discovered, increases heart attack risk. Too much sugar can increase heart attack risk. I remember that Mr. Fishbeck from Redlands, he went through my program. His cholesterol and triglycerides were sky high. It took me a long time to find out his problem. He wasn't overweight. He wasn't eating a lot of meat. What was his problem? I hit the right question. Do you like ice cream? Oh, yes, I like ice cream. I said, then you mean sometimes after your meal, you have a dish of ice cream? Well, it's not quite like that. Well, how is it? It's before I go to bed at night. Now, the usual bowl isn't big enough. I go out to the kitchen and get a mixing bowl. And I put in my scoops of ice cream. Well, how many scoops do you put in? Well, I'd mash it up so my wife would know. But you know, how many is it? Well, it's at least 3. Then I put frozen strawberries on top, but you know they aren't very sweet. So I whip sugar into it. And then I put whipped cream. And you know whipped cream isn't sweet either. So I whipped sugar into the whipped cream. I said, how long have you been doing this? Every night for the last 6 months. No wonder he was having high cholesterol, high triglycerides. Okay? So sugar. But now the question of cutting down on meat, that irritated the American public. They didn't like that. They liked their meat. So what we're going to do about that, the Heart Association changed the recommendation. Eat more fruits and vegetables. But really they meant eat less meat. But they didn't say it. So they had another recommendation. Don't eat more than 5 to 6% of your calories as saturated fat. Now let me tell you the secret. That means vegetarian diet.
So he has been a vegetarian for a long time, and he is 102, looking healthy, doing speaking engagements, and I've been plant-based for a long time, deep divers, over 18 years, and I haven't eaten processed meats for a long time, over 18 years, and I'm living proof, deep divers. I'm healthy, I'm doing a little samba baby, and it's because I removed processed meats from my diet, okay? Because a lot of the times, a lot of people don't realize processed meats like hot dogs is full of E numbers, saturated fats. It's just not healthy, right? And that's the reason why when you're eating to live every single day, you are becoming your greatest version. Every 35 days, your body makes new cells from the food you're eating. You are what you eat. Slow motion this side. So the fifth key to a long life by Dr. John Scharffenberg is letting go of processed meats. That's number 5, letting go of processed meats. And number 6, which he mentioned in that clip, was removing sugar, right? Like unnecessary sugar. A lot of soda, like these energy drinks. Red Bull gives you wings, right? They're packed full of like so much sugar, like 30 teaspoons of sugar. And once you're letting go of sugar, you're reducing the chance of diabetes, and you're just overall healthier, right? So number 5 is letting go of processed meats. Number 6 is letting go of refined sugars. And I always say, if you've got a sweet tooth, replace white sugar with raw cane sugar or agave nectar, okay? And what is the 7th key to a long life by Dr. John Scharffenberg, okay? Take a listen to this clip, deep divers. Let's go.
But they didn't use any bad words, vegetarian or meat. They didn't talk about it. Just saturated fat. Cut down your saturated fat. That's the animal fat. The dairy fat, if you're going to use milk, make sure it's non-fat or 1% fat only. That's the Standard Heart Association recommendation. So get rid of the pork fat, the lard, and that sort of thing. See, animal fat is a big problem. Now they added to this hypertension, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. But the first 5, if you do those, they keep you from having high blood pressure and high cholesterol. I'm so excited about what we know we can do. We can lower heart attack risk 80%, the first stroke risk 80%, diabetes risk 88% by lifestyle without any pills. No medicine.
That's fantastic. Deep divers. That is fantastic, right? So number 7 is saturated fats, right? Letting go of these saturated fats that people are consuming. We're talking about greasy chips and fries and lots of mayonnaise and ketchup and all of that stuff. So fried foods contains a lot of saturated fats. Once you eliminate that from your diet and you start incorporating more fresh fruits and vegetables, blueberries, strawberries. Deep divers, I'm getting hungry. We ain't even had breakfast yet. So once again, I had to share that information with you, deep divers, because 102 years old, Dr. John Scharffenberg, very inspirational. And also, I want to give a special shout out to the master of nutrition in my mind, Dr. Sebi, okay, who really opened my eyes up to say, hey, Ralph, start eating to live. And that's the reason why, deep divers, I'm saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Let's breathe. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. I want all of you right now to hit that like button if you support the real. Hit that like button right now if you support the real deep divers. Share this video with someone, subscribe to the channel, and join the new Ralph Smart Patreon page for all new exclusive content that's going to help you become your greatest version. Patreon.com/Ralph Smart Deep Divers. Click the link down below and become your greatest version. And go and get the brand new book, Feel Alive 2. Unlock Your Infinite Power by Ralph Smart. There's secret recipe to becoming your greatest version. Now available on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/thebook deep divers. Click the link down below and also join the YouTube membership. Click join below this video for all new exclusive videos that you're gonna love. Okay? And go and get the good ass prana shirts. Go and get the good ass prana shirts, deep divers. All new designs you're gonna love for men, women, children, even cats down the road at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you're a sexy ass model, woo, with a whole lot of heart, you want to model the clothing, well, go and buy some. And if you want a one-to-one consultation with me so I can help you become your greatest version, deep divers, make sure you book it at ralphsmart.com/one-to-one sessions. Deep divers, in the words of Hippocrates, let food be thy medicine. Or in the words of Imhotep, if you know, you know, let food be thy medicine. Deep divers, health is wealth. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. Yo! Once again, deep divers, I want all of you right now to hit that like button if you support the real. Share this video with someone. Subscribe to the channel. Once again, hit that like button right now if you support the real. And leave a comment down below of gratitude and appreciation. One love. Peace.